So, remember July 2026, this has been a rather interesting month, and we're going to go over this today in the patch notes. Breaking news, the first big one, and obviously no one could see this coming. America and Iran have enabled PvP once more. So the ceasefire from the February conflict started with the decapitation strike that America did upon Iran, and it collapsed on June 27th, and ever since fighting has been escalating. So Iran's clan members decided to turn off global chat and to go closer to all-out war via a US naval blockade by Iran. Not only that, the strikes have been continuing nightly. Both sides are hitting desalination plants, both sides are hitting villages, both sides are hitting ports, things of this nature. And Iran has attacked surrounding states such as Jordan, Qatar, Kuwait and Bahrain, and threatened to close the Strait of Hormuz and the Bab el-Mandeb and the Bab el-Mandeb. So the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, Volker Turk, condemned the military attacks launched against Iran by Israel and the United States, as well as Tehran's subsequent reprisals. He warned that, as in many armed conflicts, the ones that pay the price ultimately are the civilians. Furthermore, more experts on humanitarian aid in the UN say that the attacks on the desalination plants is a break of the cause of the UN. This is especially terrible, obviously, in the Middle East because water availability is very low, and the strain, if you see the maps, they are very strained with water. They have no natural resources. They do, but just in oil, so they can't grow the actual food, so they need to get that imported, and obviously when there's a war, that's all complicated. Breaking news for the migration strat: over 72,000 crossed the Morocco-Spain border in a city called Ceuta, and this is approximately 72,000 migrants, which is a record-breaking number. So Ceuta on the map is actually 15 nautical miles away from Morocco, meaning the journey on the boats are approximately 3 hours. In the wake of the crossing, Spanish authorities said that at least 80 migrants died, including some who drowned and others who were killed in a stampede to cross breakwater barriers. Morocco reported 11 deaths on its side of the border. Spain estimated that around 69,500 of the migrants were returned in the first 4 days after the event. Now on to the next. The devs decided to buff the weather effects in Europe and in the US. A record US heatwave in July killed about 25 people, whereas Europa has its own hellfire to deal with. The UK right now obviously dealing with its third heatwave of the year. And many countries in Central Europe, Eastern Europe, such as Poland, have been recording record-breaking numbers in terms of temperature. More breaking military news. Ukraine and the Russian war has been escalating, and it seems that the Ukrainians are getting an upper hand on the Russians, especially in Crimea. Fighting has still unfortunately stayed heavy. On August 2nd, at least 16 people were killed in Russia and 11 in Ukraine, as both sides have traded major attacks, major drone strikes. As a quote from a female Russian player, "Transportation is completely at a standstill. No gasoline, no fuel, no power. The stores are closed, the banks are closed, nothing works at all. There's no water either." Breaking news from another environmental part of the game: Venezuela has had 2 massive earthquakes in its server. In late June and July, twin earthquakes hit Venezuela, and by the month's end, the confirmed death tolls is 3,300, with satellites showing over 58,000 buildings damaged. What else happened in July? Obviously we know the world famous World Cup, no pun intended, as Spain beat Argentina to be the rightful winners of the World Cup. Spain defeated Argentina 1-0 to win the final, and England took 3rd place after beating France 6-4. Come on, lads. Now, breaking news on the crime side. Accused and child Tristan Tate, Andrew Tate, have been arrested in Miami, Florida. Authorities say that it is actually pressure from the UK government. They were arrested on a sealed warrant, with British prosecutors seeking their extradition into the UK. That's it for this month's patch notes. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you learned something. Hope you're at a loop now, I guess, in the politics and the world of all of that kind of stuff. Actually, I got some unsavory comment about my eyelashes or something. So if you want eyelashes like man, just hit me up. Also, it would mean a great lot to me, but I have a PayPal, and soon I'll probably make a Patreon. So I'll let you know when that sign up, and then the PayPal, I'll just put that in the description. Please just help brother out.